Legionnaire is going to farm the middle lane in the meantime. He's level 16 himself, but at this point, you know, that's good. 625 life or less, you'll be able to kill somebody instantly, but, you know, that's obviously a lot more effective if you can get it earlier on. But still effective nonetheless. Yeah, so just trying to find some noticeable items to keep bringing up. I guess it's really just on that silhouette here and finishing that Savage Maze.
Hellflower picked up on Fade finally. That was finished. Storm Spirit, as well as a tablet command, of course, up on that Luna. Storm Spirit is going to be a great item. Actually, 3 Storm Spirits, now that I really look at it, are here available on this Legion side. Keeper of the Forest, Luna, and Plague Rider all have Storm Spirits. So as far as going on to the carry, it's going to be kind of impossible. And this is kind of an item that's the bane of Swindle Melons, if you will.
Yes, it is.
And it really, if you think about it, it is kind of unfair. I mean, being it, like, say, what do you do? You can't go on Forsaken Archer because she's just going to get Storm Spirit. Okay, well, let's go on the person that has a Storm Spirit. Well, someone else with the Storm Spirit is going to Storm Spirit him. Okay, so go on him. No, someone else is going to Storm Spirit. It just
you Hellflower everyone and you Tempest Ultimate everyone. That's
you
all
get
you
into
need
like
to do.
this infinite regression. It just doesn't work, and I think that there really honestly needs to be at least a minimum of 2, if not even just 1 Storm Spirit. It just makes it so difficult.
So is this I know in the past, like way in the early history of competitive pawn, and going all the way back to Dota, yeah, there's been maximum limits on certain items. I think like Sheep 6 has had limits in the past in Dota. Are you saying you could validate a legitimacy to have a max of 1 or 2 Storm Spirits in a game?
Yeah, I mean, I would give the suggestion of just changing the item. Of course, I am pretty out in the open as far as how I feel about that, and I won't go too much in that. But regardless, if it is how it is right now, I think maybe putting a cap on it, a maximum, not minimum. Like I said earlier, I was wrong. But
minimum 2 Storm
Spirits. You cannot compete unless you buy 3 Storm Spirits.
Just give it to you at the beginning of the game. It's like, screw it. Everyone gets 2 Storm Spirits to start. No.
Anyway.
That is interesting, though. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot about this, but the Staff of the Master effects that have been added to the game. You look at Plague Rider, you see his wings kind of like gliding now. It looks so sweet. I just noticed that.
Oh, yeah. They've added
that's
several.
my ADD kicking aim, but it looks pretty sweet. They're going to counter ward right there. But yeah, so they got 3 Storm Spirits. A symbol of rage, more importantly, though, finished on Forsaken Archer. So, yeah, good luck killing Forsaken Archer. The options for the Hellborn team is definitely getting more and more limited as this game goes on here. I mean, they've been at a disadvantage for it all, so it's hard to sit here and say, you know, well, I mean, again, never mind. We do see Forsaken Archer is going to tank Conqueror a little bit, but not going to really sit in there too long, realizing that the Hellborn team perhaps nearby and ready to make something happen. Savage Maze finished on Silhouette, so another big item, as we were mentioning earlier, especially with that level 2 ultimate coming out from Empath with the As-1 inside. But Forsaken Archer just going to take your time, slowly chip away at this Conqueror, really trying to bait some initiation here from the Hellborn team, but it's just so difficult. I mean, you know you're going to get countered on. You know how beefy she is. You got to really – it all has to connect here if you're a GJ2012.
Yeah, it really does. You're going to have to wish and hope and pray for a 5-man ultimate or something like that. But that really is on the more the side of Q Squad screwing up. It's not like getting a great ultimate. Yeah, that's awesome. But it's really going to be poor positioning from Q Squad, and that's what they got to hope for, unfortunately.
Fade's in some trouble. Fade standing on a revelation right there, and Fade will be not in a lot of trouble. There's that first Storm Spirit, though, used, and now can they set up a counter? Fade will be dropped, though, that Capitan comes out. The Plague bouncing around. Legionnaire going to drop as a result of that. They're shrinking at Silhouette, though, with that As-1, dishing out a lot of damage as expected. She's going to be stunned, however, by Luna. And speaking of a lot of damage, that's coming up for Forsaken Archer, but she'll pour back to the Illusion and be fine for now. Plague Rider, Portal King in the front lines. Keeper of the Forest still has not ulti, but neither has Tempest. There goes the Keeper of the Forest ulti. Still not. Tempest is ready for an ultimate himself. If he can catch the appropriate heroes, we see Tundra being taken out right there. Keeper of the Forest taking some damage. There's the Keeper ultimate, but it only hits 1, and the Savage Maze canceled it anyways right away. Knocked with a hat trick, and right now Q Squad is just looking way too strong, and Beth will be destroyed. Silhouette just falling back, going to be Storm Spirited as he just runs back to the well, but the bottom lane is going to start being cleared up now, and I think Q Squad just made the game-winning fight happen right there.
I mean, that was just the inevitable. They had all the items. It just was a matter of time for them to find a good fight. GT2012's coming out. Team Gary Johnson gave it their all. They actually played that quite well, and Fade really was flirting with death for a lot of this game. I mean, if you look at the rest of the scores, she kind of kept this team into the game, really. Just JK Fade concede. Okay, well,
all right, well, we'll go ahead and kill your Silhouette and then make you actually concede then, I think is what they're going to say. So
yeah,
the crippling volume missing doesn't help, but
that Savage Maze proc immediately onto the Tempest. I mean, there's nothing that he can do.
He tried to catch them all. I mean, that was obviously, again, like you're saying, that's really all he could have done.
Yeah.
Went for it all, and it just didn't work. So Special tactics indeed.
Not enough farm on their heroes. They just got, I mean, the Fade pickup early on is so devastating. Had that the initial Bloodlust onto Tundra, that really did snowball and propel him into the rest of the game. And just even if he wasn't getting kills, and even if he was getting picked off, actually, just the fact that you know you have an invisible Fade running around, constantly able to gank you, that hurts your farm. I mean, Silhouette was not able to get the farm that she needed because of it.
Yeah, it's looking really good here now for QsQ, and I'm a little bit surprised they haven't conceded, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of that, I'm not going to lie, of teams kind of calling out the GG well played and even voting to concede, but then not actually do with it. But hey, as the rules state, you know, technically the game isn't officially over until the concede actually goes through. So they are going to still play it out a little bit longer. They're going to ninja Conquer here, actually, and there's nothing the Legion team's going to do to stop it. So hey, at least GJ2012, so a little bit of sign of hope for them once again. Yep, Token Alive picked up on Silhouette, and maybe that could be the key there.
I think Silhouette should right now sell her Whispering Hell and just go for a damage item. You're not going to get that Symbol of Rage. Even if you could, I don't know if that's what you want. You're just going to need raw damage. So selling that maybe for a
Wingbow.
Well, you could go Wingbow or even just, like you said, a Harkons. But she needs to sell something and just dish out damage and go all in right now. You have no other option, in my opinion. Yeah. They're going to have to hope and pray yet again for a great Tempest Ultimate. I mean, he's doing the right thing. He's trying to wait for the other spells to happen. But, I mean, with all the damage items coming out from that Legion side, there's only so long you can wait until your team just gets completely annihilated.
It's one of those cases, too, if both him and Keeper the Forest are sitting back, I would rather have a Keeper the Forest because he's applying the regen still, he's applying the armor, he's making people invisible, making it difficult for the opposition to kill your teammates. Where Tempest, sure, he's got his Q ability with the stun, that's solid. The Comet can also be pretty effective, I'm not going to lie, but I don't know, to me, I would personally just rather have a Tempest who's being more passive than a Keeper the Forest than a Tempest in that case. So again, that's where it's right. Do you wait that whole time, or do you finally go? And we see Tempest jumping in right here. He's going to go for the ultimate. Will he get it off though? Forsaken Archer is being locked down. There's a first Storm Spirit though going to be coming off Legionnaire. There's a second Storm Spirit, just adding insult to injury. And now she comes down. Silhouette though is doing a lot of damage. So Forsaken Archer realizing she needs to run. The Legion team waiting to maybe for a counter opportunity. Plague Rider is going to be caught, and Plague Rider is going to fall. Can he get the ultimate off? Yes, he can. That's going to do a lot of damage. Silhouette will go down as the Aswan going to be worn off. Empath now going to fall as well. The Root going to be used. The Tempest ultimate actually. Forsaken Archer is going to fall right here in favor of the Hellborn team, so maybe here's that comeback chance for GJ2012. Legionnaire goes down, but Silhouette is still well alive. Takes out Fade right there as buybacks galore is happening right now, though, as I believe. Oh, no, actually, Forsaken Archer is the only one to buy back. It seemed like more dive right there.
Bought post-haste as well.
Silhouette is falling back, and then, yeah, she buys post-haste. She ports back top. So it looked like maybe a moment there. It's probably not going to be enough. There's Rift Shards picked up by Silhouette, by the way.
Oh, good. That's a damage item that they need. And maybe they're going to try to still defend this. They have 2 racks to deal with that are pushing out so much damage. Tundra's taking a lot of damage. Storm Spirit applied to Forsaken Archer. He's going to dish out so much damage to this Tempest. Tundra actually goes in. Taking a lot of damage. Is this Forsaken Archer? The Symbol of Rage is activated. She's regenerating so much health. Silhouette just cannot do enough damage. The volley happens onto the Shrunken Head, or activated on the Tempest, but it doesn't matter. Takes him out, and this is looking like GG if it wasn't before.
Oh, Empath is up. They have the As-1. You see the Rift Shards picked up, so here we go. Silhouette going to try to be a boss right here and make the one last stand here for the Hellborn team, but there's one Storm Spirit used, thrown in the air. You see she's going to run in the midst of it. The Plague is coming out. She splits up, but just so much damage happening, and she falls. Empath goes down. All right, so that's official. We do have a pause coming out, but I'm pretty sure he actually meant to concede. So.
Potty break?
Anyways, yeah, potty break, guys. Hold on. That'd be so funny. Just like AFK, 1 sec. Anyways, game is over. Game number 2 officially goes to QsQ, but you know what that means, guys. We got a game 3 coming up, so that's exciting.
That is. I just can't believe that they had 3 Storm Spirits.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's fun.
I actually think that they would have had a very good chance. It seemed crazy, but if they got that Plague before he ulted, I feel like they actually could have had a chance in that fight and maybe in the game.
That's very true.
He was so close to dying, but still got that ultimate off and still lived, actually.
Yeah.
And that was huge. But nonetheless, I mean, QsQ should have won. That was their game to lose. They were up by a considerable amount. But still good fight by Kerry Johnson, 2012, to stay in that game for as long as they did.
You got to give them respect for that, no doubt. Especially, I mean, they're up 1-0 going into the series. They fought tooth and nail there until the very last second. But it's just too much power from QsQ. And again, Nox doing the work, this time on Forsaken Archer. 623 gold per minute is what he finishes with. Seems like he's always 600 GPM plus lately. So Q Squad forces that game number 3, though. So that is going to be exciting. So stay tuned. Of course, we're going to take a quick break here once again. But myself and Tralfamador will be right back. Game number 3, Q Squad versus GJ2012.